This is definitely a Beyerdynamic DT700 Pro X. This might be a fake one. Again, I was on AliExpress having a hunt around, and I think because I'd bought the fake DT990s, it said, "Oh, do you want some DT700 Pro X?" And yeah, I didn't know. Ooh, let's have a look. These might be real, but again, they were about half the price that you pay for them in the UK. Again, there's some clues. Beyerdynamic have gone really heavy on trying to reduce the plastics, and this comes in shrink wrap plastic and another layer of plastic. So it makes me think that it's probably not legit, but again, they might have repackaged them in China. We'll have a look. So on the back of the box, looks pretty much the same. Overall, the box looks like this has been a bit squashed on the way here, but overall the box looks pretty much the same. This one's got an extra sticker on the front, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. Let's just get this open. Yeah, it's got the German contact instructions on the back for Beyerdynamic rather than Chinese. Right, let's have a look. So the orange is not quite as vibrant on this sticker as it is on the Beyerdynamic one. Don't know if that comes through on the camera, but it's certainly a slightly more vibrant orange on this, but all the text is the same. The image isn't as good. It's like a bad photocopy of this one. Yeah, I think these are going to be fake. Yeah, so the image isn't printed particularly nicely on the front. Let's get this one. There's one that I've already modified. But yeah, they come basically like that in the box. Let's have a look at these ones, and those are pretty much the same. So let's check these badges out. So let's have a look at these and see if we can spot any differences. So embossing on the ear cup looks similar. It's a bit deeper on these ones, so the letters are poked in further. They're only just slightly embossed on this one, and they're quite deeply embossed on that one. So it's interesting, they haven't actually just taken a mold of this and reproduced it, they've made a new mold. On the fake DT990s, they had the wrong finish on the arms, but these look identical on the arms there. Again, the printing, slightly different color. It's more of a gray on that one, slightly whiter on this one. Hinges again look pretty similar. From a distance, the pads look pretty much the same. See, I'm wondering, I feel that these ones don't feel like the traditional Beyerdynamic ones, so I suspect a lot of these parts might have been made in China, so maybe they've just snuck them out the factory. Some of these bits look a bit too similar. Okay, so yeah, headband cable, same. Let's pull off a pad. Have a look, see how they're constructed. So pads do look they're a slightly different colour. Again, I don't know if that comes up in there, but the Beyerdynamic ones are slightly greyer. These ones have got a slight kind of yellow tinge to them. I remember the Beyer ones come apart. These ones come apart the same way. But yeah, the pads are very similar, but you can see underneath the ring where they clip on. The Beyerdynamic one's just got a single ring with a little key way there, whereas these ones have got a much more complicated, you've got several rings of stuff going on there with a bigger keyway. So yeah, so it's really interesting. They've copied them, but they haven't copied them perfectly. They've kind of engineered a new version from scratch, which is quite interesting. Again, they got that bit, which looks about right, but isn't. Yeah, that's what it is. Hang on, is this? I think what's happened is the retaining rings come out on the inside. It's stuck to the pad. This should come apart, but it doesn't. So maybe they've glued this in. So yeah, so on the original Beyerdynamics, there's a retaining ring there that these clip into, which is why that's got multiple rings. Both those bits have come out together, and they seem to be kind of fused together in there. Let me just see if I've got a tool to get this open. Yeah, because it's the driver that will be the exciting part. So if I just try and get this out. So this disc, again, they look the same, they've got the same pattern embossed on them, but this has got like a foam backing and then a fabric over the top. That has as well, but it's just not, like this feels a lot denser, better quality. That's quite a flimsy reproduction of this, like the materials just aren't quite as nice. Now the driver underneath looks very similar. Oh, sorry to interrupt you. If you enjoy this kind of thing, find headphones and what's inside them interesting, it'd be great if you could like and subscribe. All that kind of helps get in a little bit of money so we can afford to buy stuff like this off AliExpress, have a look inside, that kind of thing. So your support is greatly appreciated. Please click various buttons and leave messages. Back to the thing. And on the Beyerdynamic one, you can see they've got all the detailed serial numbers and stuff printed on the paper there. That's normal. And on this one they haven't, but the actual driver itself, it is a different driver. Yeah, so it looks like a bigger driver on this one, bigger diaphragm than the original. So I think they're 45mm driver. It's a Stella 45. This one looks closer to 50. Yeah, I think so. We'll open this up. Yeah, I think this is a bigger driver. Oh, that just falls out. Okay, so inside you can see you've got a little circuit board there which joins it to the other one. The real ones are socketed, so the driver comes out, it's got a socket socketed in, and that's the reproduction one. But again, this looks like it's had some love, you know, they've not just slapped it together, it's had some tuning done. It's got this outer thing with some tissue paper there. As I said, it looks like it's got a big 50mm driver in there. So yes, it is interesting. I bet these sound okay. Let's get these back together. So yes, so look out, there are fake DT700s about. What is going to be the best way to tell easily? Obviously, if you can pop the driver out, if you're buying these from a shop, you should ask if they could pop the driver out just to check. But yeah, generally the print quality on the front of the box, if it comes in cellophane, that's a red warning. Yeah, it's very tricky because it's quite a good fake. Most of the parts look the same. If you didn't have them side by side until you get down to the driver, they're pretty similar. I'm just gonna have a look, see if there's any. I suppose, yeah, the pad removal system is broken on this pair, but it might not be on all of them. I think the pad's just got glued in. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's an easy telltale sign. So they both say made in Germany. Yeah, they got serial numbers and stuff all in the right place. Headband, very similar. These are going to be really tricky to tell apart unless you pop them open. They've done a very good job on these. Yeah, if you had them side by side, you could see that the text was more indented on the real ones. But again, if you haven't got another pair there, it would be very difficult to tell. Yes, so I would say watch out. These fakes are pretty good. Obviously, they haven't bothered faking the, you know, if you're going to go that far, you might as well just make a really nice pair of headphones. But yeah, so they're about half the price. I found them on AliExpress, so they're available in China. But beware of fakes. Right, I'm gonna have a listen. We'll have a listen and see what they sound like. Like, these aren't perfect. I've made a mod to make these better, but these are much worse. Like, they're alright. They're alright. They've got quite a lot of detail in the highs. You know, with that big 50-inch thing, they can go down quite low, but they seem to have a big hump in the mid-range somewhere. I might have to take a reading and stick that up on screen. But yeah, they definitely don't sound as good. Like, I went from them to these. Very mid-range and shouty. So there you go. Watch out. Fake Pro X's, and it is difficult to tell the difference without taking off a pad and possibly having a look at the driver inside. So yes, watch out if you're seeing these for less than retail, or you're buying them from somewhere that isn't an official Beyerdynamic seller. Yeah, no good, no good. But they are the best fakes I've seen so far of any headphones. They look, you know, if you didn't have the two side by side, these ones are really close. So anyway, I hope you found that interesting. I certainly did. I was surprised. These ones, the box doesn't look as nice. They come in plastic, but the actual headphones themselves look very, very similar. They've done a very good job. So yes, be very cautious if buying DT700s from somewhere less than respectable. Maybe you should buy them from Custom Cans. I've heard that they are very legit and honest and stuff. I don't know, I've just heard that they're pretty good. So, as always, it's been really lovely hanging out with you guys, and I will see you again.